Hey guys! For those of you who do not know me, I want to introduce myself. I'm Kimberly Howard. I'm an entrepreneur who loves helping people be successful in achieving their own goals that they've set for themselves, as well as I love showing them something in themselves that they've either forgotten or never knew that they had in them, which is really wonderful and rewarding to see. I'm also a mom, a wife, friend, and daughter. And I try my best to be the best I can be with all those different roles. Today's message is something very different. We all go on Facebook every day, multiple times. We either gain more knowledge through other successful people or just watch videos or just pointless videos. But today I wanted to fill your mind and touch your heart with some subjects that are not talked about. I wanted to encourage you and kind of share my own story from this past week to help you, know that first, you're not alone, that we all go through things. And I want to be, as I learned in church today, which was so awesome. It really was. This morning, not trying to get sidetracked, was awful. The devil was seriously trying me very, very hard. My son, he just cried, and I thought, no, well, I'm just not going to go. I'm not going to go through this. I'm not going to show anyone this, but I buckled down, and I'm so thankful that I did it. But hey Max, yes, you had to admit it. Sorry. Where's my dog lovers? But thank you. Gotta love them, right? They always are there for us. So back on track, sorry. But what I learned in church today was to, I'm a messenger, and I would love God to use me to share something with you and be that, just like a letter. I would love that. That was such an awesome message. And it weighed on my heart. I got to do this. I really just got to open up. I got to bite the bullet and really just be a witness. So I'm going to touch base on pain, anger, brokenness, and even loneliness. Right now, in a nutshell, my husband just started doing his new career path as a truck driver, and I have not seen him for 6 weeks. And that's been very, very, very difficult. I would not wish single parent lifestyle on anyone. So if that's you, I just want to personally say thank you. Your child needs you, or children need you. And thanks for not giving up. And I know it's extremely difficult, but you can do this, and you have to do it. And I encourage you, if you don't believe in God, to know Him, because He is the only reason why right now I'm doing this, and right now that I'm okay and I'm pressing on and pressing through. So, but I really do mean that. But it's hard, and military spouses, we can relate, we can connect. Also, if your husband or spouse just drives distance, we can really relate. So first, with the brokenness, here's a subject that is very, very hard for me to talk about, but marriage, a brokenness in marriage. Right now, my husband and I, things are just not very good. There are things that don't need to be said, so we won't go into details. But the truth of the matter is, right now, our marriage is broken. And it's not a good feeling. I've learned the easy ways and the hard ways. And when you truly believe that God gave you the person that you're supposed to be with the rest of your life, there are things that are worth fighting for. And something that my husband and I have failed at tremendously is putting God first and foremost, before all. So that right there kind of starts off everything off track. And how that happens is so easy, especially when you have a new child. We had a new son. Financially, things are hard. I'm not going to share too much light in his business, but I will say, you know, you always hear about child support from the previous mother, and then you hear child support about with the fathers, but you never ever hear about the wife of his or her with the child support. That is very, very, very tricky. That's a whole new ball game, and that's something I'm not really, this message isn't for that. So, but that's a factor. And then with the loss of his job is a factor, and you know, me quitting my job to raise my son and build my own business is a factor. So there's all these things, right? And so here we are, present day. And so not only is our marriage broken, but he's not here, so it makes everything, you know, just awesome. But the point of this message is there's brokenness, and I'm alone. And I realized this past week, by being all those things, plus just, you know, daily duties, building my business, working outside the home, doing that stuff, I found something in me that shocked me. I was angry. I mean, honest to God, I never knew I could be so angry. This is gonna sound awful on video, but I was so angry that if I would have shot someone, I wouldn't have felt it. I wouldn't have remorse. I'm just angry. Angry at my husband. Angry at my life. I really wouldn't say angry at God, but just deep-rooted anger. And that's not good, especially when I'm supposed to have God in my heart living. So it's like a battle, right? I have God in my heart, but then, you know, my flesh and my emotions of, you know, all this stuff, I'll keep going, and then boom, you know, whether it's a terrible day, I've worked all day, and then night, don't come home till late, and then with my son, and then I just find anger in me. And that scares me, because I shouldn't have that anger in my heart, and I have got to fix that. But I want to tell you, if that's you, if you have this anger and your marriage is broken and you're lonely, don't go fishing for things to make things worse. You can either fix the problem or you can just throw it all away. Now, I'm not here to tell you either or. I'm here to tell you of what I'm doing today. As hard as it is, as difficult it is, and at times where I just feel so lost. I think to myself, what should I do? Should I be in Tennessee? Should I be in Illinois? Should I be this or that, doing this or that? I'm wasting this, that, you know, all these things that run in our heads. I encourage you and myself to just lean on God and have Him, because He will fix the problem in life. It brought me to tears today with the pastor. In life, we're going to go through very, very difficult things. And we can either let the whole world know about it. Yes, I'm sharing my story with you right now, but I'm not sharing with you in a negative way. I don't want anyone to ever talk about my husband, ever. Never. I don't want anyone to ever, you know, say, oh, Kim, this or that. This is not the purpose of that. The purpose of this video is for you. You, the one who's hurting, the one who right now has a tear coming down their face because you don't know if you can go another day. You don't know how to just breathe through it. You don't know if you can make it. You can. You can do this. You just got to press through. We all go through difficult things. Life is hard. But we can make the best out of it. I can choose to let the anger rule me and overcome my life, or I can choose to give it to God, to take this anger away. I acknowledge it. I know it's there and it scares me, but I know that it can go away. if you're broken, you can be rebel. I can't tell you how many times I've been broken in my life. You know, you're talking to someone who has been previously married and cheated on at a very young age, 18 years old. I was healed from that only through God. My friends who were close to me at the time know that I went to church, and I have friends to this day that know that I had to overcome that, and the chains were broken. I was set free. So you can do that. We're never ever going to have a time in our lives where we never not go through anything. There's always going to be a situation. There's always going to be something unexpected happen. We don't expect these things. We don't want these things to happen in our lives. But they are, and how we deal with them is what's important. So if you don't have anyone, if you're listening to this and you feel like, well, I don't have anyone, you do first and foremost, which is God. Also, you can contact me. Feel free to contact me. You know, we can chat through this and help each other out, because I'm a firm believer who you surround yourself by is who you are. So if you are trying to overcome something, don't be with people who are just going to bring you down and chime in your business and just put stuff in your ears, because you don't want that. So I really, really hope, I'm sorry this is long, that this has helped someone today. I feel led that I was supposed to do this, and you know, I hope that you guys watch me and that you see, you know, yes, I have my ups and downs and slips, but there's one thing that no one can ever say about me that can take this from me, is I've never given up. Never in my life. There's many times I wanted to. So many times, through fitness, through marriage, through just life. Even as a mom, sometimes I'm like, am I a good mom? You know, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? So don't ever give up, because we only do have one life. You know, that was last week. There's no reason for me to dwell on that. Today's a new day. Today is your new day. Don't waste it. Let's open up our Bibles. Let's get on our hands and knees and pray. And let's thank God for what we have, and that we can breathe, and that you can watch this video, and that you can do something about how you feel. Don't let the devil steal your joy and tell you otherwise. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for always just being positive in my life, for not, you know, criticizing me or making fun of me. Thank you for understanding what I do and what I want to do, and how I just want to help people. So thank you guys. Say bye, Max. Bye, guys.